Hi everyone, my name is Carly Westendorf, and today we're going to talk about the Family Support Act. So let's get into it. What does it do? So essentially the Family Support Act was a federal law enacted on October 13th of 1988, and in which it amended Title IV of the Social Security Act, which revised the Aid to Families with Dependent Children program, that's also known as the AFDC. So it better accounted for child support and family benefits, and it requires that states provide education, training, and employment activities for employable individuals with children over the age of 3 and part of this AFDC program. So in essence, this legislation is meant to improve our system for securing support from absent parents and create a new emphasis on the importance of work for individuals in the welfare system. The first article I'll talk about today was titled The Family Support Act Reinventing the Wheel. Anthony Halter, the author of this article, he analyzes programs like WIN, which is the Work Incentive Program, and JOBS, which is the Job Opportunities and Basic Skills Training Program. The JOBS was an act established by the Family Support Act that took place of WIN, and it enables individuals under the AFDC program to improve their employment opportunities and essentially become self-efficient. In this article, he examines how effective these welfare programs are, and he argues that focusing not only on just educational activities, but on underlying causes of poverty like low wages and lack of jobs will lead to more benefit for families in need. So essentially he's saying how we need to focus on not only educating clients for employability, but make sure they can receive a job with adequate wages in order to better care for their families. So what should we do? So Halter realized through many of these studies and surveys that the JOBS program needs to be adjusted in order to help the FSA become essentially more effective. So one study showed that participants' training was not highly correlated with available jobs, or there were few openings for those jobs. So one idea he stated was to develop training and educational activities that will prepare participants for jobs that actually exist. Another recommendation was that training should be, we should concentrate more on training on fast-growing occupations and those with wages to support these families. So one question for you guys, which I'll ask again at the end. So what recommendations or changes would you have for the JOBS program and or the Family Support Act in order to make sure they are of maximum efficiency? So I'll ask you guys that at the end, but just to get you thinking about it. And the next article I researched was titled The Family Support Act and Children, the Potential Pathways of Influence, and it was by M.J. Zaslow and some few other authors. So in this one, they focus on children and how implications of the Family Support Act and JOBS can negatively affect children. So they discuss how the acts under the FSA, including JOBS, which we talked about earlier, the Job Opportunities and Basic Skills Training Program, focus on the parental generation instead of both parents and children. So essentially the underlying assumption of the Family Support Act is that the needs of poor children are best addressed through increasing parental education, job skills, and actual employment, but they argue that this might not be the best way. The JOBS program can have negative effects for children, such as creating new problems by adding strains to family life or by exposing children to poor care arrangements. So, just to close this up and ask you guys this question one more time. So what recommendations or changes would you have for the JOBS program and or the Family Support Act in order to make sure they achieve maximum efficiency? I gave some ideas throughout this presentation, but if you guys have any new ones or any ideas, just comment below. Thank you.